Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. You know, folks, it's only been a week or two since I reported that left unchecked that in a short time 42% of the U.S. population would be obese, and by the year 2020, 10 years from now, 75% of the population would be overweight. And again, left unchecked, by the year 2050, 100% of us would be overweight. And as sad and as desperate as the situation that is, the news in the last few days have only gotten more bizarre, and if it wasn't such a sad situation, it's almost comical. My blog post this week for November 11th is on government warns about fat while pushing cheese sales. And in that report I'm talking about how the government has warned us about eating cheese and the dangers of eating such fatty food as cheese, that cheese sales actually have fallen. But because of the falling cheese sales, another branch of the government has teamed up with Domino's to promote cheese sales, and has actually increased cheese sales that way by pushing fatter Domino's pizzas, and helped Domino's with a $12 million marketing campaign. Well, today I'm driving down the road on my way back home from the gym, and I heard a story on National Public Radio about how fast food ads for kids are up despite industry vow. And it says that if your kids have eaten at a fast food restaurant in the past 7 days, you're in good company. According to a new survey by researchers at Yale University, 84% of parents say their kids have too. So let me say that again. 84% of parents say that their kids have eaten at a fast food restaurant in the last 7 days. Fast food restaurants are stepping up efforts to market themselves and unhealthy food products to children and toddlers with television ads, websites, and even their own menus, researchers said on Monday. The average preschooler sees about 3 ads a day, according to the findings. Teenagers see about 5 ads per day. Using data from the Nielsen Company and Arbitron Inc., researchers analyzed ads aired by 12 chains, including Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, and McDonald's. They found that preschoolers are seeing 21% more ads for fast foods, and older children are seeing 34% more, compared with 2003. What researchers found in the marketing data is a staggering amount of fast food advertising that starts when children are as young as 2 years old. McDonald's Corp has 13 websites, attracting 365,000 unique child visitors under 12 every month. One, Ronald.com, specifically targets preschoolers. And you can list this full ad or full story on NPR, and I'll have in my blog post, I'll have the link that you can just click on. I'll take you so you can hear the full story. And if you take your kids or your family out to a place like California Pizza Kitchen, one of the things you need to be aware of is things like mac and cheese. The child's portion of mac and cheese at California Pizza Kitchen is 949 calories, 34 grams of saturated fat. That's enough saturated fat, or more than enough for 2 full days, and 721 milligrams of sodium. And the Rudd Center has released a web-based meal calculator for parents that includes popular offerings from various fast food chains. And again, in my blog post, I'll have the link to take you to there, so you can truly take a look at the types of foods that you're ordering for your kids or that your kids are ordering, and so you can start making some more responsible decisions based on the data on what your kids are eating, and help them to become healthier. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says 2/3 of American adults and 15% of children are overweight or obese. In some states, the childhood obesity rate is above 30%. Folks, and I keep saying this over and over, that This is the first generation since the Civil War where the life expectancy of today's generation, of today's kids, is shorter than my generation, and it's due to a preventable disease, childhood obesity, and the related disease that come with that. And it's skyrocketing our healthcare costs, it's bankrupting our nation. We talk about balancing budgets and reducing costs. The first place we got to start is with healthcare. And by healthcare, I mean how we give care to our own health, how we take care of our own bodies, the type of food that we're eating, the type of food that we're feeding to our families. And it's just even more bizarre to me that to start seeing more and more reports and studies and news stories coming about how many people, young adults, are being rejected from the military because they're too fat. And there's a big concern about our nation's defenses that there are not going to be enough soldiers because our kids are too fat. Folks, that's criminal. It's bizarre, it's sad, and it's totally preventable. We have to change what we're eating, how much you're eating. We need to get our kids out and moving and exercising, and one way to do that is to model it with ourselves, to get up off our butts, to get out there and start walking, to go to the gym, to move our bodies, to be active. To eat when we're hungry, and only when we're hungry. And to stop eating when our body says enough, no more. We don't have to clean our plates. We don't have to have seconds and thirds. It's amazing, actually, how little food our bodies really require for health and nutrition. And it's also amazing how many vegetables you can eat. And you can eat a lot of vegetables without putting on weight. So folks, please, take a look at what you're eating. Take a look at what you're feeding to your kids, taking to the fast food restaurants. Find other alternatives. There are ways that you can very economically and very quickly create healthy food for your kids. Real food. Food that man hasn't taken and sliced and diced and altered and added words to you can't pronounce. Food that looks like it was dug out of the earth, picked off a plant, out of a bush, or off a tree. That's the food you want to be feeding to yourself and to your family. So please, take a look at what you're eating, what you're feeding your family. Take a look at your children and your own exercise habits. Get out, get moving. And if there's any way that I can support you in making changes for yourself and changes for your family with eating and exercise, then give me a call at 206-903-1232 or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. And take a look at the information and resources that are available at slenderforlife.com, at hypnosishealthinfo.com. If you live here in the Puget Sound area, I'm happy to meet with you here in my Bainbridge Island office or in my Seattle office in the Medical Dental Building, or once a month I'm over in Forks. I was just over there yesterday seeing clients over there. And if you live too far away, then send me an email and we'll set up telephone sessions or Skype sessions with you, or refer you to someone that's in your area that would be a good qualified person to support you with your lifestyle changes, to support you in your health and in your wellness. But we got to take responsibility, stop abdicating to fast food restaurants and to marketers, and take charge of what we're eating and what our family's eating. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.